Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Augusta National, I'm honored to welcome to the interview room our 2022 Augusta National Women's Amateur Champion, Anna Davis. 16 years old, one of the youngest players in the field, and our youngest champion to date. Anna, after holding a share of the 18-hole lead, you were 2 strokes back going into today's final round. You navigated Augusta National with such confidence today, with 4 birdies, including 2 back-to-back at number 12 and 13. You posted an impressive 3 under 69 to become the 3rd Augusta National Women's Amateur Champion. Congratulations to you on your fantastic play this week. We're so proud to have you as part of the growing legacy of this championship. Could you try to put into words what winning this event means to you?
I'm still a little shocked. I don't think it's processed yet that I've won here, but no, it's pretty surreal, to be honest. I'm speechless. Like, I can't even fathom like what just happened. It all happened very quickly, but yeah. Yeah.
Great. All right. Questions, John.
Anna, at the risk of not really wanting to hear the answer to this question, what's your earliest memory of this club and the Masters?
I don't think I have one, to be honest. I think I've never really watched like the Masters on TV, which is a little weird. But I think like a vivid memory that I have is like sitting in the clubhouse watching Tiger 2-putt like on the last hole to in 2019 to win the Masters. I think that's the only vivid memory I have of Augusta, to be honest.
Doug.
Are you at least going to watch this week?
I will, yes.
Okay.
I will.
And I wanted to ask you, when you made that really nice attempt at birdie on 18 and missed, in your heart of hearts, did you think that was your last chance?
I mean, anything can happen, but I knew that I felt like I needed to make that to have a pretty good chance at winning without having Latana make not make like a dumb mistake. She obviously struggled a little bit like towards the end, but I think on the last putt I was hoping it would drop for sure.
Ann.
Congratulations, Anna. Have you always been this composed, or maybe you didn't think you were composed?
Yeah, usually I am. I try to keep my emotions kind of to myself on the golf course. I don't know. I think showing emotions like on the golf course, showing anger, sadness, it makes the other player kind of have an advantage when they see that. So I try to keep it to myself.
Jeff.
Anna, can you tell us who was caddying, and then also what you did to learn the golf course, get to know it, anything you picked up in the practice round to prepare for today?
The past 3 days, I had a family friend, Randy Kirby. He caddied for me. He's caddied for my brother in previous events, and my brother really liked him as a caddy, so I decided that we'd give him a try. So the last 3 days, just kind of getting used to not being able to use a rangefinder, that's for sure. That was a big thing. I've never done that before. Just learning the speed of the greens, knowing where not to miss it, that will like really get you in trouble. But I think mainly here it's pretty straightforward tee to green. So it was just kind of getting the speed of the greens, learning the slopes, like where you can hit it, where to like feed down to the hole. So I think that was mainly it.
Brentley.
Where did you spend the moments kind of after you finished and before the final group came in, and did you watch what LaTana did and what was going through your head once you realized that she had bogeyed the last?
Yes, I was watching on a monitor inside. I wasn't expecting it, but I was more nervous watching her than playing my round out there. So, yeah.
James?
You said you try to, keep your composure when you're on the course. How tough was that to do today?
It's actually quite easy. I didn't really feel the nerves. I think towards the end, for sure, like on that last hole, I knew I had to make a par better to have a chance at winning. So I think I was pretty composed throughout the round, though.
Juan in the back.
So, and we had a winner who was 17 years old last year. This year, 16 years old. But it looks like you have plenty of experience now. So do you feel like a 16-year-old veteran? And what does it mean for the level of girls golf right now and the future of women's golf? No?
What was the question? I'm a little.
I'll make
The
it up.
future of women's golf.
What is it?
The future of women's golf.
So do you feel like a 16-year-old veteran after winning this? And what does it mean, the level of golf for girls your age right now? What does it mean for the future of women's golf? No?
I think I've always felt a little bit older than 16. I've always hung out with older girls. I've played golf with older girls, pretty like high level, especially like this event. You're playing with a bunch of college girls, and I haven't met like half the girls in this field. So I think I don't know, a lot of the girls my age are very mature, and golf helps you mature when you're traveling so much and playing all these tournaments. It helps you mature a little, and that's I don't know, it's a good thing.
Leah? Or Julie?
I saw after you found out that you won, Mega, Alexa, some of your Junior Solheim Cup teammates came out. What does that camaraderie and friendship with the other girls out here mean to you?
We're always, it's good to have friends like that who are always really supportive of you, and we always feed off of each other, and we learn things from each other, and they're just really good friends, and I'm really glad to have them by my side.
Rick?
Anna, you've talked a lot, and there's been a lot of talk about the word composure, and you clearly do look very composed here. Are you composed in other aspects of your life as well? Would you describe yourself as a composed person? And if so, does it come from your father or your mother?
I don't think either of them, to be honest. They're not very composed people.
Who does it come from? Where does it come from?
I think just from experience and having to be very independent at an early age. I think I think that's helped a lot. I think also learning from them and what to do and what not to do sometimes.
Scott?
And you had a nice break on Wednesday on your last hole, and allowed you to walk off the golf course with a share of the lead. When something like that happens, at a moment like that, do you sort of think that, hey, maybe this is a chance that might be my week?
Yeah, you see things like that happen, and you're like, okay, well, that's a sign that there's a good chance that I'm gonna win this week. Yeah, you just have to take advantage of those moments.
Julia?
Congratulations. You may or may not know that you've earned a spot into the U.S. Women's Open with this win. Can you talk a little?
No, I did not know that.
Talk about what that'll mean teeing it up with the best in the world.
No, that's insane. I did not know that. I was looking forward to a qualifier soon, but no, that's incredible. No, it's exciting. Like my friend Mega, she played in that last year and obviously did really well. And I've learned quite a few things from her, and that's going to be really fun. Wow. I did not know that.
Austin?
A little bit of biographical background on you. I was curious as to where you are in your schooling, what grade, and also if whatever school you attend, if they have a girls' golf team and if you're on it.
I am a sophomore. I am in high school. I've not committed to a college. I'm not allowed to talk to colleges till.
I was talking about your high school golf team.
Oh, that makes sense. I do not. I don't play high school golf. In my area, it's kind of hard. There aren't like as many experienced golfers in my area who play. So it's kind of hard. And then with scheduling like for junior golf and stuff like that, I couldn't play this year.
David? Guy in the back.
Thank you. Congratulations. I just want to ask a very funny question because I have a Chinese background.
Mm-hmm.
Back in China, Korea, a lot of players' parents are preparing their kids for college, for golf, okay? Obviously, we see a lot of Koreans, you know, they play tours, but in mainland China, a lot of parents are preparing their kids to play golf for colleges. What do you play golf for?
I want to be the best in the world, so I think playing in a tournament like this and playing junior golf from such a young age, my main goal has always been to be the best in the world.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jordan?
Anna, I know you've gotten a lot of questions about master's history, but how do you feel kind of charting your own course and writing in these history books yourself?
I didn't know it was. I just learned that it was this has been the third year they've done this event. So to be able to win this event, win at Augusta at such a young age, it's pretty amazing.
John?
Anna, when the round started, did you have a score in mind, and did you I need to shoot this to make this happen?
No. I went into the day just thinking to play consistent because I saw at Champions, like, the cut just kept going farther and farther down. So I think it was like 6 over. So I kind of went into the day just trying to stay consistent, make pars, and not get ahead of myself.
Paul?
Anna, I see your bucket hat fan club over here.
Oh, God.
Is that a trademark of yours, and how did you come to wear it?
It is. Back a few months ago in July, I wore a bucket hat at Valhalla because my dad told me to. But ever since, that's kind of become a thing, I guess. So I try to wear it like at least once a tournament just to please everybody. But they went to the shop while I was on the driving range, and I saw them come back with a bunch of bucket hats, and I was like, uh-oh, oh no. But yeah.
Jeff?
What would he tell you to wear a bucket hat? Why did he tell you to wear a bucket hat?
Because it was very hot, and I was getting very sunburned, so he said I had to wear a bucket hat.
Two things. Will you continue to wear bucket caps now?
Yes.
Is it part of your look?
I think like every golf course I go to, I try to like collect them. I have a few now, but yeah.
And what's your home course?
Steel Canyon Golf Club.
Doug?
And I'm just curious, when did you first hear about the Augusta National Women's Amateur?
Last year. It was when, I have to think about it. It was when Rose was in the lead. I saw, and I had a friend back home who was playing in it, so I heard a lot about it from her, and so it made me very excited to try and compete in this event. So when I won back in July at Valhalla, I was excited to learn that I was going to play here.
And lastly, by the way, can you tell me about the 12th hole? I didn't see it. Your birdie there.
12th hole. Oh.
Par 3 over the water, yeah.
It was like 145. I hit it was a nice little draw 8-iron. It like landed like inches from the hole and went about 4 feet away. Had like a straight 4-footer and made it, yeah.
In the back, was that question.
Congratulations, Anna.
Thank you.
People talk about this golf course setting up well for left-handers. I know you've only played 2 rounds here, but did you feel that was the case?
Yeah, I think so. On some of the drives, it sets up like pretty well. Like 18, it's like a perfect setup. You aim a little right at the bunkers and hit a draw, and it's perfect. But yeah, there's like quite a few holes where, like hole 12, like a draw is perfect. It feeds like right into the hole. So.
Brentley?
One quick question before my actual question, but did your dad give you the bucket hat before your round?
No, I wore a different one today. I wore my own, but he said he might. Oh, you mean? Wait.
Before today's round?
Before today's round? No. I decided to wear the bucket hat. I wore like my own bucket hat, and then they all decided to come out in Augusta bucket hats.
Okay, and then my actual question is, you've done a lot of solo travels for the last few years to tournaments, and we talked about composure earlier. Was there any kind of crazy travel story where you had to kind of act like an adult and deal with some adversity, like a missed flight or any kind of issues with Ubers or anything?
I think the only thing I've really dealt with is like delayed flights. I don't really have like any crazy stories. Not yet anyway. I'm waiting for something to happen because I think traveling has been like pretty easy so far.
Adam?
Have you gotten a chance to check your phone yet? And if so, how many messages and
No.
any cool, nothing?
No, I don't want to check. I'm scared.
Why not?
No, it's gonna be so many. I don't want to respond.
Great. Susie?
Anna, can you talk about your coach and the impact that he's had on your game?
Yeah, he was out here today. He's been a family friend for a really long time, and he taught my dad how to play, and so he's been in the family for a while. So it was nice to have him out here, just watching and being there for me.
How long have you worked with him, and what's his name?
Bill Barrett, and I've been working like ever since I was small, like I don't know, like 4 or 5.
So Anna, if you could, before we close, we'd like to go through your scorecard just in terms of the birdies and bogeys, in terms of what you hit into the different.
Oh, okay.
holes.
Hole 2, that was a birdie hole. I hit a good drive. I kind of got a good break, like by the bunker. It like hopped over the bunker on the right in the fairway. I had downhill. It was 207 to the front. I pulled a 5-wood. I didn't hit it very well. I went into the right bunker, and I hit like a bunker shot, and I just kind of let it feed to the hole, and I had about 10, 15 footer down the hill, pretty straight, and then made that one. And then
There's your scorecard right there.
Oh, is it? Oh. And then, and then on the next hole, I made a bogey. I hit a good drive. It was about 85. It was a tough pin today. I think that I'm not very good at those shots, having like the 85-yarder like hit and stop. So I kind of pulled out of the shot, and it went a little far over the green, and then I just chipped on and 2-putted. Hole 9. What did I do? Hole 9. Hit a good drive. My playing partner on her second shot, she rolled hers down the hill, so I was kind of just making sure that I'd get it to like the correct tier and get it over that false front, and I did. It was like a 15-foot putt, and I made that one. Hole 12. Hole 12 we went over. I hit a good 7-iron, had like a straight 4-footer, made that one, and then next hole 13. Hit a good drive, hit a good 7-iron layup, had 67 yards in, and I just hit like a little draw, and it fed down to the hole perfectly and had about like 2 feet.
Great. Well, thank you, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Augusta National Women's Amateur Champion, Anna Davis.
Thank you.